Together we'll weave a heart someday. Infinite threads, let's take the ride. Unconditional love as our guide. Open your heart, the journey starts. Infinite threads where love's the art.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads, conversations on love, connection, and compassion. I'm your host, Bob Barnett, and I'm so glad you're here today. We're diving into a truth that has guided my journey. Family isn't just about who we're born to. It's about who we choose to love and how we show up for each other. We're going to talk about the idea of chosen family, the connections we create and the bonds we nurture outside of blood ties. And as always, I'll share some stories from my own life to explore how we can live this out every day. When I think about family, I don't just picture the people I grew up with. I picture friends, colleagues, and even strangers who have shown me kindness in moments I didn't expect. I've spent a lot of time thinking about what makes someone feel like family. And you know what I realized? It's not about genetics or obligation. It's about love. Pure, unconditional, and freely given love. Let me share a little story from my childhood. When I was young, we moved from Tulsa to Liberty Mounds. That was a big change for me, a shift from the familiarity of the city to a quieter rural life. At first, I didn't feel like I belonged. I was younger than most of my classmates, and it was easy to feel out of place. But then something beautiful happened. A few teachers and a classmate took me under their wing. They made me feel seen and valued. One of my teachers in particular encouraged me to write stories and share them with the class. Those moments of connection helped me. They helped me to understand that family isn't just who you're born to. It's the people who help you feel like you and feel like you matter. That lesson has stuck with me, and over the years, I've tried to carry that spirit into my own life. I've learned to see family in places I didn't expect, in coworkers who've shared laughter during tough days, in neighbors who've offered a helping hand, and in friends who've stayed by my side through life's storms. I think about how connected we all are. It's a bit like weaving a giant quilt. Each of us is a thread, and the love and kindness we share are the stitches that hold it all together. The quilt isn't perfect. It has rips and tears, but it's strong because of the care we put into it. When I think about what unites us, I'm reminded of how small the world can feel when you look past the surface. I've always believed that we're not just connected by our shared experiences, but also by our shared potential to love. I try to approach people with the mindset that we're all family. It's definitely not always easy either, especially when someone is acting out of anger or pain. But when I stop and picture them as a little baby they once were, full of innocence, potential, and love, it changes how I feel. It's not about excusing bad behavior. It's about recognizing that hurt people hurt others. And if we can respond to that hurt with compassion, maybe we can begin to heal some of those wounds. So, how do we put this into practice? Well, here's something that helped me. Treat everyone as if they're part of your chosen family. What if that coworker who frustrates you was your sibling? You put up with a lot from siblings, so think about that. What if that stranger on the bus was your cousin? How would you treat them differently? That's a good way to think about it, guys, really. For me, it's about small, consistent actions. Offering a smile to someone who looks like they're having a rough day. Listening without judgment when a friend needs to vent. Practicing patience when someone's behavior feels difficult to understand. Each of these moments is like adding a stitch to the quilt of humanity. One thing I've come to appreciate is that love is not finite. There is no limit to how much we can care for one another. The more we give, the more we create. And that's the beauty of seeing the world as one big family. It reminds us that we're never really alone. Someone, somewhere, is rooting for you. Just like you can root for someone else. I'll leave you with this thought. Family isn't just something you're born into. It's something you build. And when you choose to see the world as your family, you'll find love in places you never expected it. So today, try this. Pick one person, anyone, and treat them like family. It might be a stranger, a coworker, or even someone you've struggled to connect with. Offer them kindness, patience, or simply your attention. Because at the end of the day, we're all threads in the same infinite quilt, and every stitch of love makes it stronger. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone you consider family, whether by blood or by choice. Until next time, remember, love is infinite, and so are the ways we can share it. I love you all very much. Now go pass that on.